fine. There we go. Now you can hear me. I had to turn the mute off. Hey there, Littermates. Welcome back to Boss Kitty. Boss Kitty Live. I'm your host, Boss Kitty, and I no longer know how to speak. I said it perfectly the first time when I had myself on mute, but that's the way the world works, right? Happy Monday. That's a Monday right there if I've ever heard of one. But technically the sound is working. That's what's important. Ooh, it's a little, I think it's a little up there. There we go. How is everybody today? Hope you all had a wonderful weekend and a great start to your new week. Let's see. It's really beautiful here actually right now. It's been really sunny. Yesterday it was almost 70 degrees. I think it got 70 degrees on the freeway at some places, which is very exciting. I already fixed it, unless you're fixing the sound. Hello, everybody. Oh, it's so good to see all of you. So tonight is going to be, we're going to spin again, but I think probably, depending on how far we get, it'll be Wednesday. We'll do something else just to kind of break it up, because I know we've been spinning for about 2 weeks now, and I'm sure you guys are tired of watching me do this, but it does mean that we won't get to plying on Wednesday. So we can discuss that and decide if that's what we want to do or how we want to move forward. Oh, Jessica, thank you. It's so good to see all of you. Oh my goodness. And then if you're new to the show, welcome, welcome. We're thrilled to have you here with us. It's always exciting to have new friends. Thank you for being a friend. Just keep in mind, you want to hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet. We are trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. I think we're a little over 50 away right now. Once we hit 1,000 TK, my partner in crime will do Craft Hole, which is his own personal show. And it's great. You guys will have a blast. It's a lot of fun. It's free for you to subscribe. So just hit that button. And then also, we have a game show that we do 3 times throughout the evening called Wheel of Goodies and Goof 'em Ups. If you're a subscriber and you chat it up with us, then you are automatically eligible to play. And you could win free yarn. So just keep that in mind. It's been cold there for the past few days. Yeah, so it was really rainy all week last week, and then Saturday was really nice. I was able to get a lot of the daffodils up out of the ground. My parents were here, and then about 2 hours after they left and we were done, it started pouring for about 3 hours or so, and then it stopped. Sunday was kind of a mix, and I was able to get one of my raised beds emptied out, which was nice. And then today was just beautiful. It was supposed to rain. It did not. We have a small amount of grass that we just haven't had a chance to get rid of yet, so I was able to take the weed whacker to that. It's very nice, actually. And then it's supposed to be beautiful the rest of the week. So the more you chat, the more chances for goodies. Kind of. You have to chat within those 10 minutes before our show, before we do the Wheel of Goodies and Goof 'em Ups. That's how Nightbot knows. So I wouldn't say that you have a better chance necessarily. However, we do a subscriber giveaway every month as well, which a lot of you know about. And the way to be eligible for that is to be a subscriber and then to leave a comment on one of our VODs from that month. And if you leave one on every single one of our VODs, then you have a better chance of being a finalist. So that is true. This is funny. I've never noticed this before. The shadow from my microphone looks like a huge beauty mark on my face. I don't know if it's just the way the light's hitting it or what, but it's really kind of creeping me out tonight. We'll see. We'll figure it out. I'm sure TK's very aware of it, and if he's not, he is now. Hi there. Hi there, Murtza. Emily Sen. You've missed a lot. The new studio looks fantastic. Thank you. Yeah, I love it. Do you see this? Isn't this crazy? Check it out. I've never noticed it. It looks like a big beauty mark on my cheek. Make that go away. Oh my god, I hate it. Wednesday is oh my god, this smells so good. Wednesday is enjoying her time next to me. She's like, where is Gracie and Zuzu at? They're in the other room fighting, I'm sure. Bubbles makes a great point. If you are part of the make-along for winter and fall, or winter-spring, is it winter-spring? I think it's winter-fall, technically. The deadline for that is coming up. Our 6 months is almost up, my loves. I didn't finish mine because I can't find my skein of yarn, but that's okay. Go ahead and go into our Discord. No matter how far along you are by May 1st, you'll want to go into Discord. You'll want to go into Fall, Winter, Mal, Completed. And you'll want to post a picture of it. Don't make a comment or anything like that. Just post a picture. I'll put a heart emoji on it, and that is how people vote. If you want to vote for that particular cardigan, then you would just click on the little heart emoji. You can put other emojis on there if you want as well, but they're not going to count towards the vote. So just keep that in mind. So there's that. Let's see here. So yeah, let's, we've got a few things we're going to talk about, and maybe we'll just jump right into it. So you'll notice that TK's got his chalkboard up here. Once again, Doctor Who double box set coming in May 26th. I don't know how I'm going to get all this done, but I am. But his question for the night is, how will AI affect our fiber hobby? You know that there's been a lot of talk lately about AI regarding art and, ethics behind that, and I'm not going to get into that. I have my own very strong feelings on that. I'm sure you all do. But our fiber hobby. But how will it affect the fiber hobby? So TK actually popped a AI chat screen up for me, and I'll bring you guys over to it. So here it is right here, and on the corner, and you can't really see it, but over here I can start a new chat, and I already did. That's why it says send message here. So the question becomes things like, what about pattern design, right? So if I were to type in, please make me a knitted fingerless glove pattern, right? So it says, please make me a knitted fingerless glove pattern. Let's see what it says. Here's a simple pattern for knitted fingerless gloves. It calls for 1 skein of worsted weight yarn that actually tracks. Size 7 needles also tracks. A tapestry needle. It gives you your gauge. Oh my gosh. 18 stitches to 24 rows, 4 inches in stockinette stitch. Cast on 36 stitches. Okay. Knit 2, purl 2, repeat to end of row. Knit 2, purl 2, repeat to end of row. Repeat rows 1 and 2 until the piece measures 6 inches from the cast on edge. So my guess is that it's looking over a million different patterns it's found online, free patterns most likely, because you can't have access to the ones that aren't free, and just kind of putting the most basic and generic things together on this. I did say please. TK, listen, when the robots take over, I don't want to die. I want to stay alive. There's a robot sheep joke here somewhere. So let's see. It says, it's got a thumb gusset in there. That's exciting. Knit 4, make 1, knit 2, make 1, knit to end a row, purl. Repeat these 2 rows until there are 14 stitches between the 2 make 1 increases. Now here's what's interesting. This is knit flat. It's not telling me to knit in the round. So this is knit flat. Next row, knit across all stitches in the row, including the stitches of the thumb gusset. Then purl across all those stitches. Repeat these 2 rows until the piece measures 9 inches from the cast on. So it's having you make a very fat and quick thumb gusset, which is interesting. And then finally, bind off loosely in pattern. Finishing, fold the piece in half with the right sides facing each other. Sew up the sides of the side seams, leaving a gap for the thumb. Weave in any loose ends. Enjoy your new fingerless gloves. Sure. You need a mic if you're going to do this, bud. What were you going to show me? Hey. Oh, but I can specify down here. I can be more specific down here. Yeah, I'm about to do that. So this is a very basic fingerless pattern, right? Fingerless glove pattern. If I wanted it to be a little more intricate, I could say, please make me a knitted cable, maybe, knitted cable fingerless glove pattern. Let's see how it feels about that. Here's a pattern for cabled fingerless gloves. So it goes down a size. It goes down to size 6, but it still uses the worsted weight yarn. And then it changes the stockinette or the cast on size. It has you do the rib stitch, and then after it has you do the thumb gusset, it has in this section a cable pattern. C6F, purl 2, knit 2, purl 2, C6B. And I'm sure it'll have somewhere after it's done with this. It's got to. Okay, so here's what's interesting about this. It wrote this pattern for me, no problem. The cable pattern section itself, though, right here, it says C6F. I know what that means. That means cable 6 front, right? And that's generally over the course of 6 stitches. So 2, 4, 6. And that the purl 2 is going to go in the front. No, the knit 2 is going to go in the front. But this is tricky because normally you have a key with this. And so they're not providing you, AI is not providing you with a key. And it would make sense that they wouldn't. So you'd have to create that key. But they've given you the basics of a 6 stitch cable pattern where you've got, you've basically got rib stitch here, you've got a thumb gusset, and then you've got your cable right here, and then it cuts off. Should we do Chaos Chat GP knit along? Oh my gosh. Okay, we could definitely do that, like a mini knit along. So what kind of weird thing do you guys want me to ask? Because I can post these in Discord. I have no problem doing that. I am looking at an AI generated knit pattern. So you guys let me know what you want us to ask and we'll ask it. I think that's a fascinating idea. It sounds like a lot of fun. I worked today, Samantha. What did you use? Scarves by Skynet. Oh my gosh, Elizabeth, I love it. That's fantastic. Hey, just a quick reminder. I know we haven't even started spinning yet. This was just too fascinating not to talk to you guys about. But we do have our first round of Wheel of Goodies and Goof 'em Ups in 4 minutes. So if you haven't hit that subscribe button, this is a great time to do that. And then just chat it up with us and you'll be eligible to play. Shorts. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's try crochet real quickly. Please make me a crocheted shorts pattern. Let's see what happens. It's generating 3 to 4 skeins of worsted weight cotton yarn. It tells you to go with cotton because these are shorts. Size 8 crochet hook, tapestry needle. Gives you your gauge. Begin with a chain of 65 stitches. Double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook and in each chain across, and then turn. Chain 3, so it's telling you to do that. Waistband chain 3 counts as the first double crochet in each stitch across, turn. Okay, then it's got the leg openings. So yeah, I'll post these in Discord. If you haven't joined our Discord, just type ! Discord. I'll create like a little AI make along and we'll post all of these. You guys can knit or crochet any of these that you want. Just when you post your picture of what you've created, let me know which pattern you went with. This is at chat.openai.com. Sorry about that. At least 6 fingers. That's good. I love it. They're terrible with fingers. They're the worst. Blankets by Bot. You guys are cracking me up. Okay, so let's go ahead and get out of there for now. We'll come back to this though, because it's super fascinating. TK, do you want... I just closed it for now. We'll come back to it though, for sure. Do you want to create an AI make-along channel in Discord while we're on the show? And then people can post their suggestions in there too. Okay, perfect. Aren't they super fascinating? Like, I was like, what the hell? It's not in my Discord yet, Samantha. We're working on that. Muhammad Amigurumi. Yeah, I could have it try that for sure. So what I'll do is we're going to do our Wheel of Goodies and Goof 'em Ups. We're going to spin for a little bit and then we'll come back to this before we go to the next round of Wheel of Goodies and Goof 'em Ups, and we'll try some of these out because I think that they would be a lot of fun. I just thought TK was right. I thought you guys would have a blast with this tonight, trying it out, just messing with it. He had it write an obituary for Bill Clinton as an example. He's like, well, I heard Bill Clinton's name earlier. Let me see what this would look like. So, you know, just stuff like that. You can do lots of stuff with it. It's interesting. You did not miss me. Hello, hello. Thank you. How are you doing tonight, Sierra? Ashton, I agree. And we do have a make-along coming up. It's 6 months long usually. And it was going to be gloves and socks, I believe. Probably, I think is what we talked about. I don't know if we want to do this for that, but we might do a side one. Not our big one, just a side one to kind of test some of these and see how they work out. And really it would be any, like I said, any of the patterns that we post from AI. Okay, so, oh my goodness. I was going to start spinning, but it's almost time. Anyway, I can show you guys what I've done though. So I had remote game again on Friday, so I got a lot of spinning done. You can see how pretty this is. This is a BFL silk blend, and we're going to be plying it with this BFL right here. And there's 4 ounces here because there's a 4-ounce bump here, or braid here as well. So I'm really excited to see how this is going to look. Zuzu got this in her mitts and almost destroyed it, but it's still good. We're okay. And with that, my loves, yeah, it is time for Wheel of Goodies and Goof 'em Ups. I am so excited. I hope you are as well. Let's go ahead and get that keyboard out for all of you Littermates. It's like at Walt's house. Secretly Cloud. It is. I need to learn how to spell today. There's the legal stuff. And then here. Oh, nope, that's not real. There we go. Let's see who it's going to be. Panda, congratulations. You are our first contestant on the Wheel of Goodies and Goof 'em Ups. You haven't got them up yet? Okay, so dad jokes are still dad advice right now. Dad advice. Because TK has not got the secondary computer up and running yet, and we need that to get the dad jokes off of it. So apologies, but that's where we are at the moment. But you guys get dad advice instead. Okay, let's get that wheel open for you. There it is. Hello, wheel. How are you doing tonight? Hope everything's good. Okay, so if you're new to the game, this is what's going on here. We've got a wheel. It's beautiful. It's colorful. It's all the things you need it to be. It is round, like a wheel should be. And there's good stuff and bad stuff on here. We have blinky rolls. We have Ravelry patterns that are worth $5 or up to $10. We have dad jokes, adject animal sounds, free shipping, domestic and international, yarn tarot, game over, and merch codes, which are stickers and buttons. And as I said, the dad jokes currently are not dad jokes. They are dad advice. So just keep that in mind. Wheel, it's time to spin. TK, why don't you push the spin button for Panda? It's right there. No, it's over here. You are not smart sometimes. Hey, nope, the other way. Over here. There you go. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's the little things. Yarn Tarot. It's his favorite too.
Congratulations, you're a winner.
Panda, panda, panda. You are a winner. You get some Yarn Tarot. Wheel, thank you so much. We'll see you in about half an hour.
Bye.
Bye. So, Yarn Panda, I want you to think on whatever you need to think on in your life. It can be serious. It can be not so serious. It can be a big thing, a small thing. You can think on your garden if you have one, which is what I would think about right now. Dad advice is pretty hilarious. And I will think on you, Panda. I'm going to think on how much I love your nails. I'm going to think about all the beautiful art you make, all the hand-sewn stuff you do, how amazing it is when you're in chat with us, how we love to see all your show and tell stuff, and just that you are generally an all-around pretty awesome person. And that we, ooh, AI dad jokes, that's not a bad idea, Lillian. We are so happy to have you here with us and have you as part of the litter. Okay. So, we're gonna shuffle one more time. Oh no, Yarn Pirate. There we go. And then we're gonna break. Boop, boop, and I think right there. Yeah? That looks good. Okay, so your card is the Upside Down Judgment card. No judgment. Let's see what it says about it. This is, I think the last time we did Yarn Tarot was Major Arcana as well, so that's some stuff going on there. Let me find it. There we are. Okay, so the Judgment card. So this calls for a period of reflection and self-evaluation. I feel like a lot of cards call for that. They tell you to take a moment of quiet contemplation to arrive at some deep understanding about things that are going on around you. There's signs of stuff that are saying, hey, the universe is saying, hey, pay attention to this. It's really important. And you might not be paying attention because you're so busy and hyper-focused on something else, which is also probably very important, but they really don't want you to miss out on this. So take that moment to breathe, to ground yourself, meditate, and think on what those things might be. Maybe it's something that's just pulling at the back of your head. Or maybe it's something that you just don't want to admit to yourself, which happens frequently, even subconsciously. Like we are ashamed of things or embarrassed by things because that's the way we're expected to, we expect that that's how people will react, that people will react a certain way to something, and we don't even think twice about it. So just take that moment, get yourself into a comfortable place, and figure out what it is that the universe is trying to tell you, because there's something. And this is a lovely card. Take a look at this, you guys. So you've got these lovely 6 people down here, and they are celebrating with skeins of yarn in their hand, and they are from all walks of life. And you've got your little trumpet and your higher semi-deity angel, if that's what you want to call it. Totally up to you. And her wings are made out of fiber, which is really cool. And then the clouds look like little floofy balls of fiber like this, which I thought was really neat. So Panda, I hope that's helpful. Don't know if it is or not. And like I said, it doesn't have to be anything super serious. Maybe you've been neglecting some of your art, and they're saying to get back to that or something. Or maybe you're spending too much time on one particular type because you're hyper focused on it being perfect, and they're like, nah, it's perfect as it is. Just let it be. So there you have it. Okay, let's actually start to spin, you guys. I hear that this is a fiber art show. I could be wrong though. Who knows? So I'm spinning at 50% of the full capacity of this sucker. That's what the 50 on my little push pedal says or means, and it just means it's spinning a little faster. You can get up to 100% and that sucker flies, but I'm not really comfortable there. I share you out on my... Oh, thank you, Samantha. That's very kind of you. Haiku should be cake. Cake. It was sun in reverse last time. I think you're right. Yeah, it did have the flag of England on it. You know what? I thought about that and then I didn't even say anything. You've been neglecting your book series. Ooh, I didn't even know you had a book series that you're writing, or are you writing it, or are you doing the art for it, or both? Oh, now I'm intrigued. We've already written like 3 patterns. Exactly. I am not tired tonight. Do I seem tired? I hope not. I am peppy and awake, and you know, the sunshine will do that to you. I was tired this afternoon, and then I went out and did work in my yard, and I felt great. I'm sure that's a silly thing, but just getting up and moving around and getting some fresh air and getting my fingers a little dirty, it always feels nice. Megan Myers, what a great question. In fact, for all of you, if you're interested in the Yarn Tarot deck, the link to purchasing that Yarn Tarot deck is in the description of this show and all of our VODs. So if you just go into the description, you will find a link to the Yarn Tarot deck. You're not looking tired at all. Thank you, Matt. My golly gee, I hope I don't look tired. I took a shower for you guys and put makeup on and everything. Honestly, I'm gonna be 100% honest here. This show is the only reason that I didn't just live in pajamas and not wear makeup for 3 years through COVID. I mean, there were occasionally other times as well, but this is what consistently made it so that I was like, oh, I've got to actually be a human today. Thinking noodles with mushroom. Oh, that sounds delicious. Oh, JK, how are you doing? I'm so excited about your sweater. You've got 2 sleeves. You've got 2 sleeves, and that's so exciting. Collar on the fade. You're getting there. I feel it in my bones. You've been working on it for 10 years. Do you mind if I ask what it's about? Like, you don't have to go into detail. I'm just curious what the premise of the story is itself. I always get excited when I find people who write. I used to write all the time in high school, and I don't anymore. And I miss it a lot. Like, it's a great outlet. Bubbles. Me too. You guys, I cut my poor little finger on the blade for my chopper. I had it on the 3rd shelf in my dishwasher, and I got it caught up there, and I sliced my finger on it. I'll show you here in a second. This was a few weeks ago, so it's healed at this point. But it's healed, and it's starting to try to like go away at this point, right? And it's catching on everything. It's driving me insane. Four books in one weekend. Hot damn. You will live in pajamas barefaced for you. Thank you, Emily. I needed somebody to do that for me. You're working on your cottage core mosaic blanket and granny square blanket. Very cool. Happy dance. Those sleeves are done. You don't know what you'd write about. You know what, Jessica? Sometimes I have these like spasms in my brain of inspiration to write, but then I never find time to write. And I guess I get that creative outlet out through tabletop RPGs instead. Like if I'm DMing, I get to write that. You get to write your character history to some degree, and you know, it's kind of a collaborative storytelling device anyway. So I get a lot of it out that way. But I do have stories that pop into my brain that I'm like, man, I should write that down. And then I just don't feel like I have time between the job and the business and, you know, couch time. I actually don't spend that much time on the couch these days. TK asked me yesterday, we haven't been able to find the remote in the living room now for a week and a half, I think. This is how much TV I watch. I sat down in the living room with him yesterday and he's like, do you know how to use your phone as a remote yet? And I was like, no, why would I? He's like, let me show you because I'm going to go to bed and I know you want to stay up so you can dye yarn. I was like, oh, sweet. Okay. It was the first time I had actually sat and watched TV really in over a week and a half. 340 stitches to pick up. Woohoo! Why do you start the live stream early before the show starts? Samantha, we do that so that people have a chance to show up. We don't want to, you know, people get really stressed out when they're late, and they're not really late, but they miss stuff a lot of the time, and we don't want that to happen. So if we can help it. So if we tell people that the show is going to start at 6:30, and it does, we can start it at 6:15 so people can get settled in. They can hype it up. They can talk to each other. It's the same reason that if you're going to go see a movie, or if you're going to go see a live show at a theater, they open up the theater rooms early. They open them up 20 to 30 minutes early, right? So that people can get settled into their seats. It's the same thing. It gives people more of an opportunity to be able to see the whole show from start to finish. Phone is a remote, never knew. It's so if you have one of the newer Chromecasts, you can use your phone as a remote. Just Bluetooth it up and have it connected. I don't know how it works. I'm not that technical. My technology savviness is not that great. That's what TK is here for. He's really good at that stuff. I am not. We pregame it here. Exactly. You had to pick up stitches from the side of an I-cord this week, and it was the easiest stitch pickup. Oh, I-cord stitch pickups are great. I love them so much, and they look so nice. Like, you're like, oh, this looks nice and fancy, and like it's supposed to be picked up, and I'm not just faking it. Oh, I love it. Your phone is how you message, but I remote it to the TV, so BK is on the TV and my phone. Exactly. Okay, so we're not picking up now for some reason. Let's just do this. We're going to tighten our tension just a little bit. See if that helps. So we're getting a little bit too much twist in here. That's better. There we go. I've noticed with my Sparrow, and JK, I don't know if this goes the same for you. As it fills up, I have to tighten my tension up because it doesn't want to feed as readily. And I don't just mean when it's overfull. It's not overfull right now. But even now, as there's more on it, and I have a feeling it's because the bobbin is getting heavier. But I don't know. I could just be making stuff up too. Who knows? Spicy books. The Roku app has a remote. You're dreading going to your DMV tomorrow. You have to renew your license since it's due on your birthday, which is Wednesday. Well, happy early birthday. If you're here on Wednesday, I will throw the birthday colors up for you. If you two applied this, would it be about DK? I think it's probably going to be closer to a sport weight, would be my guess, when all is said and done. I don't think it'll be DK weight, but I do think it'll be heavier than a fingering weight. My shirt has something in it and it's really itchy and it's not fun. I'm not really a fan of it. It needs to be washed apparently. with BFL, I have to tighten it. Okay, so it's not just me. I thought I was doing something. I was like, am I doing something wrong? What's happening? And it's not a complaint. I still love the wheel. Every 10 minutes or so. Matt? Okay, good. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Team Sparrow. I appreciate it. New granny square pattern to make a summer dress. Oh my gosh, Michi, I'm excited to see it. I love summer dresses. And I so want a granny square summer dress. I think that sounds so much fun. What is the AI website again? Great question. It is. In fact, you know, let's head over there. I told you guys we would do that before we head back. So it is called, go to openai.com. Okay, so let's head back over. So we wanted to ask it to make, I don't remember what we wanted to ask it to make. Does anybody remember what we were going to do? Let's ask it to make, oh no, I already asked you to do that. Don't do it again. There we go. Please be making, I know, right here, it's just so itchy. Can I share my finished mosaic blanket in Discord when they are done, Basket? Yes, absolutely. A sheep plushie. Please make a crocheted sheep plushie pattern. Let's see what happens. Just thinking about it. 1 skein of worsted weight white yarn. Small amount of black yarn for eyes and nose. Crochet hook, size G, polyester fiber fill stuffing, tapestry needle, and scissors. Gauge is not critical for this project. Head and body. Round 1, make a magic ring. Nice. 6 single crochet in the ring. Round 2, single crochet in each round. So it's telling you how to make a circle, basically. Okay. So far, so good. So let me see here. Head and body. Round 7, single crochet in each stitch around. So it's going to have a neck kind of happen. 1 single crochet in the first of 4 stitches, and then it gets bigger again. Finish stuffing the head. And then round 17 is single crochet 2 together. So it's basically making the head and then the body all connected. And then it's having you fasten off and weave in the ends once you've stuffed everything. And then it's got you making 4 legs. Ears. And then you've got assembly. So the legs under the body using the long tails. Sew the ears onto the top of the head using the long tails. Use the black yarn, sew on eyes and nose. Stuff the body, head and body with polyester fiber fill. Sew the head onto the body using the long tail. Your crocheted sheep plushie is complete. Wow. I can try to. Let's see what happens. Please make a... I bet you could ask it for anything. Exactly. I'm not going to say simple. I'm just going to say... mosaic blanket pattern. But I'm going to put crochet in there. A crocheted mosaic blanket pattern. Materials, 10 skeins of worsted weight yarn in 2 contrasting colors. 5 skeins each. This pattern uses the mosaic crochet technique. If you are unfamiliar with this technique, it is recommended to watch a tutorial or read a guide before attempting this pattern. So they let you know in advance that you need to go find that and watch it. And then they give you the steps on how to do it. So yes, you can put that in there. Here, I can go ahead and add it for you guys. Hold on. Copy. 1 sec here. There you go. That should work. How humans eat spaghetti. If you ask it to create an image of that. I don't know if it does images. I can say, please describe how a human eats spaghetti. We'll try that. Okay? Please describe how a human eats spaghetti. Eating spaghetti is a common dining experience that involves the use of a fork and often a spoon. Here's a general description of how a human might eat spaghetti. 1. Start by twirling some of the spaghetti noodles onto the fork. Twirling. Okay, I'm twirling. You can either do this by gently rotating the fork around the noodle, or by using a spoon to help you guide the needles. Get over there. Once you have a few needles on your fork, carefully lift it to your mouth. Some people prefer to slurp the noodles into their mouth, while others prefer to bite them off the fork. Ouch. As you eat, you may need to use your free hand to help keep the noodles in place or break them into smaller pieces. Like this, you just go, nope. That's not very good. When you finish the first few noodles, repeat the process until you've eaten all of the spaghetti. Eat all of the spaghetti. Don't eat part of it, eat all of it. You may want to use a spoon to scoop up any remaining sauce or loose noodles from your plate. Overall, the process of eating spaghetti can be messy, but it is generally enjoyable and a fun way to savor a delicious meal. Rotating the fork around the noodles, right? Like, what do they mean? Okay, let's see here. Please explain how to perform the knit stitch. Fundamental stitch and knitting, and it forms the basis of many knitting patterns. Here's how to perform it. Number 1, start with a slip knot on your knitting needle. Hold the needle with the slip knot in your left hand, the other needle in your right hand. I don't have needles on me, but here we are. Insert the right hand needle into the first stitch on the left needle from front to back so that the two needles cross each other. Wrap the yarn around the right hand needle, bringing the yarn from the back to the work to the front. Make sure the yarn is held between the two needles. Use the right hand needle to pull the wrapped yarn through the stitch on the left hand needle so that the right hand needle now holds the new stitch. Slip the old stitch off. So this is interesting. This is not correct, actually. They're telling you to start with a slip knot. If you were casting on, that would be correct. They do not tell you to cast on, so you just have that slip knot there, and then immediately they go into inserting the right hand needle into your stitches, which are not established on your left hand needle. So there's a huge chunk that's skipped there because it's AI and it's bringing this information in from multiple sources, and it can't really use common sense to go, oh, this is missing a big fat piece. So see, it's not perfect. When performed correctly, the knit stitch creates a smooth V-shaped pattern on the right side of the work and a bumpy pearl-like pattern on the wrong side of the work. Practice is key to mastering this essential knitting stitch, so you take your time and enjoy the process. This was a nice walkthrough, but there was about 2,000 calories of bread missing from your spaghetti. Oh! So I can tell it, unfortunately, I can tell it it's wrong. This is wrong. This is incorrect. You're missing a step between number 1 and number 2, where you cast on your stitches. So I'm saying, unfortunately, this is incorrect. You are missing a step between number 1 and number 2 where you cast on your stitches. Because this is a chat, so I can tell it things and help it learn. You're absolutely right. I apologize for the error in my previous response. Here's a corrected version of the steps, including casting on the stitches. 1. Cast on the required number of stitches onto your left hand needle using your preferred method of cast on. Hold the needle with the stitches in your left hand and the other needle in your right. And then it goes into the insertion. Inserting the right hand needle into the first stitch on the left hand needle from front to back. Wrap the yarn around, so on and so forth. So we took what it said and it was incorrect, and we told it, that's not right, you're missing this. And I didn't give it a lot of information on what it was missing, just that it was missing the cast on, and it threw it right where it belonged. I'm super curious on how these would work as well. The AI uses camera magic to make it work. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is it really is interesting. It's super interesting. Humans create the craziest things. We do. Please tell me the best method for spinning BFL fiber. Let's see what happens. Blue-faced Leicester BFL is a popular type of wool fiber for hand spinning and is known for its softness, strength, and luster. Here is a basic method for spinning BFL fiber. It tells you before you begin, prepare your BFL by carding or combing it, set up your spinning wheel, draft the fiber, spin the fiber, wind the yarn, ply the yarn. Like, it goes through all the steps. Finish the yarn. Once you've spun and plied your yarn, you can finish it by washing and setting it to the twist. And then it tells you you can create beautiful high-quality yarn from BFL fiber using this method. Could Chat AI write up news teleprompter segment for your Fiber Fest? Please? Yes, I think it can. Please write a news teleprompter for the Boss Kitty Live Fiber Festival 2023. Let's see what it says. Welcome to the Boss Kitty Live Fiber Festival 2023. We're thrilled to have you here today to celebrate all things fiber and yarn related. Whether you're a seasoned fiber artist or a beginner looking to learn about this amazing craft, there's something here for everyone. Over the next few days, you'll have the opportunity to explore a wide variety of vendors, attend informative workshops, and connect with like-minded fiber enthusiasts from all over the world. Our lineup of instructors and vendors is the best in the business, and we're confident that you'll leave this festival feeling inspired and ready to take your fiber projects to the next level. Holy balls! We've got a packed schedule of events for you, including keynote speeches from some of the most influential names in the fiber industry, hands-on workshops covering everything from spinning and dyeing to knitting and weaving, and a bustling marketplace filled with unique yarns, fibers, and tools. So get ready to immerse yourself in all things fiber as we celebrate the beauty and creativity of this wonderful craft. We hope you have an amazing time at the Boss Kitty Live Fiber Festival 2023, and we can't wait to see what you create. Something is amazing and creepy about this. I know, right? My mind is just exploding. What do you think of Boss Kitty? Way to avoid the question, AI. As an AI language model, I don't have personal feelings or opinions about individuals or entities. However, I can provide information about Boss Kitty as a company or brand if that is what you're looking for. It does not say holy balls. I said holy balls because I was in shock. Are you a bot test and ask if you pick all the fire hydrants you are teaching the AI? You 100% are. Using those in speech class in a high school. I know, right? It's terrible. Look at where we've gone, you guys. This is terrible. You use ChatGPT to help me write some of my quarterly goals for work. Yeah, I'm really actually tempted to use this to write some stuff for the show and stuff for some of the shorts, because I always have a hard time getting the generalized idea of it, and then if it does it for me, then I can go in and, you know, change things, which would be really helpful. You asked it for a dad joke. Okay. Please give me a dad joke. Please give me your best dad joke. Your best dad joke. Why don't scientists trust atoms? Because they make everything up. Ba-dum-tsh. It's like Siri on crack. Kinda. Way to dodge the subject just like my kids. Exactly. Okay, so there we go. We've had a little more of the AI fun. Like I said, I will be posting the patterns that we've created into a make-along. I'm going to do some small ones too. We'll go back to this for our next round of Wheel and Goodies and Goof 'em Ups. We're going to kind of mix it all up together tonight. I just thought, this is really interesting, like super interesting. Maybe I'll ask it to tell me, to write me some script for Salem, Oregon, and see what it says. Ask for a goth joke. Okay, real quickly, I'll ask for a goth joke. Please tell me a goth joke. Yeah. Why don't goths drink tea? Number one, that's not true. They do. Because all proper tea is theft. All proper tea is theft. Now I'm going to tell it it's incorrect. That's incorrect. Lots of goths drink tea. I apologize for any offense caused by my previous response. It was not my intention to make a joke that could be considered offensive or insensitive to the goth community. Oh no! As an AI language model, my responses are generated based off patterns and associations in language. So, instead, why don't goths like playing hide and seek? Because they always get found in the darkest corners. Yes, goth, you are absolutely right. It can tend to produce a lot of plagiarism because it just reads stuff and regurgitates it, which is why if you're using it to help your brain kind of come around something, don't use it verbatim. Like, use it for ideas and be like, okay, yes, that structure looks nice. Let me change it now to something that I've written. And it's why we're not using the AI art generator on here, because while those might be fun, they take from artists who are actually, you know, making a living, and they kind of smash all that art together. So we're not going to get into that. Kayla, hello. Defending the entire goth community. You guys, guess what time it is? It just flew by. That one was the one, right? They always get found in the darkest of corners. Avoid personal information, or if it's work related, don't put anything in there that's yes, 100%. Okay, so let's go ahead and get our buttons out here. And let's type legal. And then let's find out who our winner is going to be. Hi, Dawn. Tried this for an essay and she got popped for plagiarism. Lillian Chan, congratulations. You are a second contestant on the Wheel Goodies and Goof 'em Ups. I promise I'm not actually laughing at your kiddo for that. That sucks. But honestly, I'm glad that it kind of gives them some pushback so that they're not just using this to write their essays, because you don't learn anything that way. Not really. Okay, Lillian, let's go ahead and get the wheel up for you. There it is, our beautiful wheel. So gorgeous. And I'm just going to spin that button because you guys all know what's on here. Has your hands aching? Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that, Crochet. Game over. What? Lillian.
Game
I
over.
still think you're a winner. And it does mean that you are eligible to play again Wednesday. You don't have to do the 2 weeks out. So thank you so much for being a subscriber. We really appreciate it. I'm sorry that the wheel's being a jerk tonight. Wheel, get out of here.
Bye.
Samantha, you are eligible to play again on after May 3rd. So you got a little bit to go. Boo indeed. You're laughing at her. It's okay. Good, I'm glad. And with that, my dears, it's also time.
It's time to stretch.
Hey, Elizabeth, that's a good point. Okay, so we're going to get our stretches in, which I really need today. I stood all day while I was at work, and then I worked out in the yard, and now I've been spinning. There's something itchy all up in my shirt. I don't know if it's what I packed this shirt in or what, but I'm not a fan. Okay, so right now I'm just rolling my shoulders. If you don't stick around for our stretches, I understand, but you definitely should. It's really good for you. Maybe you get up at this time and you go get yourself some popcorn or something to drink, but really, if you have the time to stretch and you can stretch, you should definitely do it. Do you guys, anybody from the Pacific Northwest, see my Tom Peterson and Gloria's 2 button down there? Yeah. It cost me a pretty penny, I'm not going to lie, but it was totally worth it. Okay, I have to actually be careful stretching this arm right now. I'm going to tell you guys why. I did something right in here to my bicep. So when I fully extend this arm, it feels like something is tugging on that muscle. I don't know if I tore it or what, but I do have an appointment next Tuesday. So I can't really fully extend this arm right now because I don't want to hurt it. And that's a really good point to make. Just because if your body can't do something, don't force it. It doesn't mean you're failing if you can't fully extend your arm. It means you're succeeding at getting your stretch in or your workout in to the best of your capability, right? There's a difference between pushing yourself and being tired for it, which is good because you get stronger from that, and pushing yourself when you shouldn't be pushing yourself because you're actually going to hurt yourself. I don't want to rip this any more than it might already potentially be ripped because I don't want surgery. So that's how that works. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and stretch our forearm. I'm going to go ahead and pull back on my fingers like so. Eska, hello, how are you? You've needed stretches for a while. Yes, May 3rd. You'd burn her computer down. Plagiarist, my daughter. Thank you, Dawn. I'm pretty sure it's from the move. We moved so many boxes and I painted so many rooms. I'm still painting, you guys. And it's funny because with this tear right now, I have to get on the ladder to paint up high and I'm going like this. It's really sad. Okay. Now we're going to do the front arm or the front part of your forearm, but really you're mostly just doing your wrist. Be very gentle when you do this. You're having a cavity filled, your first one ever, and you're scared. Crochet, don't be scared. It doesn't hurt, I promise. They're very good about it. It kind of smells funny sometimes, and it will feel a little weird, the grinding, but I promise from personal experience, cavity fillings don't hurt. I know you're still going to be nervous, but don't worry yourself into a point of making yourself sick over it or, you know, stressing too much. You love painting walls. Is that... No, I really enjoy painting too. And because of my ADD, I'm very hyper-focused on it. So if I see something, I'm like, oh no, I missed that section. So I'm actually really good at it. Good night, Samantha. Pretty painless with Novocaine. Hope it goes well for you. Agreed. Okay, and now we're going to go ahead and go into our workspace and we're going to do our fingers. Our little fingies. And I'm just rotating my thumbs in one direction right now. And then we're going to rotate them in the other direction. Use a broom handle. Most of the time the paint rollers screw right onto them. Until you break it, Brittany, which is what we did. No, we have a broom, or not a broom handle. We have a handle that extends up. I just can't extend my arm all the way up is the problem, which I still have to do to a degree, to some degree. I don't mind getting up on it. It's a small little step stool ladder. It works just fine, honestly, and it's wide enough. Like we have one that's wooden that I'm not a fan of because I feel like it's rickety and I'm gonna fall off of it. And then we have the other one that's pretty sturdy, and I don't mind being up there. Take a fidget toy. That's a great idea. But yes, broom handles, mop handles, those are all really good ideas. Looks like I'm sweeping. And then we're going to go ahead and do our pinkies. There we go. Move my ring around because it's in the wrong spot. And let's get back to our spitting, you guys. I feel like it's the least we've done tonight. At this rate, I'll never be able to apply. So just a reminder, if you are in the neighborhood, if you're local at all, we will be at Wild Knits on Saturday for local yarn shop day, and they have a ton of stuff going on. They've got raffles going on, they've got goodies they're handing out. If you haven't checked into it, it's really impressive. I'm super excited about it, actually. I think it's going to be a blast. We will have a ton of DK weight yarn because I over-ordered DK weight yarn. I got my numbers mixed up. We won't have everything in Cat's Cradle, so fingering weight won't be fully stocked, but we'll have a fair amount of that as well. There will be a few things that we're either low on or out of at that moment, but DK, we will be set for life. We'll have a lot of our kitty glitter yarn there, and we will have all of our mohair ball yarn there as well. So if you've ever wanted to test out Boss Kitty in person or come see me or say hi, and you're close enough to Salem, Oregon that, you know, maybe it's a day trip for you or maybe it's just down the road, who knows, feel free to swing by. I'll be there all day on Saturday. You love cutting in when painting because you love doing the little details. I love cutting in too, and I love doing it without tape. Tape just makes it more of a pain in the butt for me. And get my little brush out there, especially on the floor near the edging on the floor. Like I like to get down on my stomach, get up in there, and just be like, shh. And it looks so good, and it's so refreshing. Like it's satisfying, not refreshing. It is satisfying, flat out satisfying. Would you be posting pictures? Yes, absolutely. We generally post pictures from our trunk shows and everything. Obviously, if you show up and you don't want your picture posted, we would not do that. So, if that's what you're concerned about, I promise that won't happen. I'm too far away from you. Oh no, Casey, that's okay. We'll post pictures for sure. And then also, what else was I going to say? I don't remember. There was something else going on that was really exciting. Oh, yeah. So that is on Saturday, Sunday morning. Oh, crud. Yeah, let me take a look at something. I think we might have to move that. I'm not sure. I got to talk to TK. I'll hold off on talking about that then. Anyway, super excited about local yarn shop day. Too darn fiddly. You know what? Everybody's got their strengths, right? Just the way it is. Yeah, on Sunday at 11 a.m. Pacific time, we will be doing our Fleece to Finish project. And we will be working, I believe, we'll either be spinning or we'll be weaving, one or the other. I had to think about it for a hot second because I don't think I'm going to be, I'm not going to be in town Saturday night after the show, but I can come back to do that. That shouldn't be an issue. And then head back out again. Because it's 11 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah, that's not a problem at all. No issues. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty, you guys. You guys have about 20 minutes, I would say. Is it 20 minutes? 25, 35, 35, 45. Yeah, 20 minutes until the next round of Wheel of Goodies and Goof 'em Ups. Hot damn. 30th is still a go. Perfect. Thank you, all-knowing eye. So TK, yeah, if I crash out or if I go out to PDX to game, which I think I am on Saturday, I'll either come home that evening afterwards or I'll just come home early in the morning like I've done before. No problem. Because it's 11 o'clock in the morning, so that shouldn't be an issue. And we're not doing anything crazy like, you know, taking a whole fleece outside and working on it or something like that. Local yarn shop day is this Saturday. Yes, it is. 100%. You're too far from all the yarn people. So yeah, Fleece to Finish Project is a patron-exclusive event. So definitely if you want to sign up for that, go over to patreon.com/bosskitty and sign up today. You can sign up at any level to get that extra content, and you can watch all the VODs. I'm really hoping to take the loom out. I haven't used it yet. I'm a little afraid to use it because I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but we're going to get there. I just haven't decided if we're going to apply that other fiber first. Which means I have to find something to apply it with. I haven't seen it, Megan. She goes to dive bars and hustles pool and then crashes at the Y. It's 100% what I do. I mean, pool, tabletop gaming, it's all the same thing, right? You went a week early for local. Jinxie, that is adorable. You showed up and you're like, trick or treat. And they're like, what? They're like, that's not till next week. Can you imagine? That'd be great. I would be the kid that would dress up a week early for Halloween and go out and try to trick or treat that week. Just that excited about it. Your awesome son brought you 2 of Dr. Pepper's, a box of honey buns, your favorite cake. Oh my god, this sounds delicious. Go to visit Muse 2320 and got one of her Starry Night skeins. Nice. Have you ever used one of the yarn spinners that has petals? Jessica, I have one. I have a, what do I have? A Lundrum out in the other room. It's just, I can't use it for the show, but I started with a manual spinner. I've had a Kromsky Sonata before, which I was in love with, but I had to sell it. And then, like I said, I've got the Lundrum. I wanted a Ladybug for a very long time, but I gotta be honest. I think Bumble here is better than the Ladybug. So, no complaints. Halloween is this weekend. Woohoo! That's exciting. It is, you're right. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we're already 6 months away from Halloween. That blows my mind. Where has this year gone? Next year will be exciting for taxes because I'll be a homeowner for this year. Ugh. The tax write-offs you get as a homeowner blows my mind. No worries, Jinxie. But I'm glad you were able to get out and see people and get things. That's exciting. That's always the fun part. You love Muse's yarn. I've never seen it. I know that Aldnots has talked about it a few times and shown it off, and it looks really pretty. I'm gonna have to check their stuff out. Made the body longer than the pattern intended. Time is flying. It really is. You did that at the mall trick-or-treat gathering. You showed up a day early, all dressed up. Most stores still gave you candy because they're like, "Aw." Come back the next day. She had so many skeins drying for her restock. I'm really happy with what I got, though. I'm going to add it to the beak. Ooh, that's exciting. Can't wait to see it. Semester of college is almost over. Thank goodness, Jessica. You're not in Iowa. You had to order online. I get really excited when you guys put Boss Kitty yarn with other indie dyers. I like to see what it makes, what type of beautiful babies they make together. I'm just celebrating New Year's. It's what it feels like, Trina. I'm not comfortable with being 40 and a half this quickly. That's okay. I think we're going to celebrate both my 40th birthday officially with people and our housewarming at the same time. I'm just going to do my unbirthday. Summer content for work. I know, it's insane, right? I'm like, oh, I can start putting all my sweaters away here really soon. I love my sweaters. But you know what's really exciting, kiddos? We don't have to worry about the heat this year for the show. There will not be any, oh, it's 100 degrees outside, so we can't do a show tonight because it's too hot. Because I have central AC. It was mandatory. We're like, nope, we need AC. This is a thing that we need. There's no options here. So it'll be cool as a cucumber in here. No excuses. Unless I'm at the beach. I wouldn't do that. Forgotten lore shawl, yeah. The month of May, and I can't wait till the bills drop in price a little bit more. Oh, for real. Semester starting almost right after. So do you have at least a week or two off though? I hope so. Those off weeks during college are so essential. I don't think I ever did any summer courses. I think I always took the summer off. I don't remember. It was so long ago. It's already warm. Yeah, it's starting to get warm here. Thank goodness. There was a day 2 years ago, I think, where Salem, Oregon was the hottest place in the world for a few hours. It was 118 degrees here, I think, which has never happened. And we had no AC, and I had to work from home. We had some portable AC units. And so basically, I told TK to go to the beach, and he's like, "I'm not leaving you at the house by yourself." I'm like, "No, you are. You're gonna go to the beach. I'm gonna take both of those AC units. I'm gonna stick them in the bedroom. I'm gonna hide in there with the babies, the cats, and I'm gonna work." And that's what I did. And I mean, it was warm, but it did not feel like 118 degrees. Thank God. Not a thing. Honestly, Trina, it's not a thing in Oregonian homes either. It hasn't been up until recently. Oregon is not known for super, super warm weather. We generally stick between 70 and 80 degrees throughout spring and summer. When I was a kid, like, it was a big deal if you hit 95, and it was only every 5 years or so that you broke 100 degrees. It did not happen often. So we've consistently, in the past 10 years, I would say, have had triple-digit weather every summer, consistently. And it sucks because the homes aren't really made for that here. Like I said, not every place has central AC. It's a new thing, and it's not considered a necessity. Not even every place has portable AC units. And in a lot of those scenarios, the ones that you can put in the window, rental units won't let you put them in there. They make you get the portables that are like $500 and $600. And if you're renting, a lot of the time you can't afford that. You've gotten up to 120 of that terrible heat day. Oh, catastrophe for real. With 4 to 5 days of rain at the end of the week. That depends on what side of the mountain you live on. We did get hotter than Phoenix. It's true. We had some roads actually melt a little bit too. It was, I don't even know. Trust me, there was not a show that night. You guys have about 10 minutes until our final round of Wheel of Goodies and Goof 'em Up. So make sure you've chatted it up with us. Make sure that you're a subscriber. Please, please, please. Also, make sure you hit the likes button, you guys. The more likes, you know the drill. The more likes we get, the more often we are in somebody's feed. They're going to see us. They're going to be like, "Oh my gosh, this is amazing. I have to watch every single show ever." Probably not. But still, maybe they do. You don't know. How high was the power bill that month? I don't even remember. But I can tell you that in the summer, our power bill has gone from being relatively decent, because you're not using lights all day long, to generally anywhere between $175 to $220 a month for electricity, which is for here, that's outrageous. I don't know how it is for other places, but that's pure insanity. And we have a gas bill too, so there's both. Ugh. Feels 1 year in the middle of summer, our AC broke down and we were miserable for the week that it took to get. I bet. Oh, Megan, well, a speedy recovery on that one. I can't guarantee you about wisdom teeth because I've never had them removed, but I'm pretty sure they knock you out for that stuff too. You're from the South, but you can't go there in the summertime. It's way too freaking hot. So I dated a guy that was from Houston, which, by the way, if you're from Houston, I'm really sorry. I'm not a fan. It was gross. I went there for his mother's wedding in November, I think, and nobody warned me, and I packed for November in Oregon. Maybe I packed a little lighter because I wasn't a complete idiot, but I had no idea what it was going to be like. No clue that you're talking 90-degree plus weather, right? And this was years and years and years ago. And we stayed at a hotel for most of that trip, but I think the first night we stayed at his folks' house. And because they were used to that type of weather, they didn't turn the AC on. I could not sleep that night. I was up the whole night because it was so hot and so humid. Oh my God, it was gross. $200 just to get down to 80 degrees 2 years ago. Got some solar panel. So we're actually debating getting some solar panels to start with on our shed out back so that we can light up the backyard. But potentially, if that goes well, then on the house as well to help out with some of the costs. Because, yeah, electricity is expensive. Megan, my brother, just had his taken out. He was in a lot of pain before surgery and none afterwards. Ashton, I'm glad that he's doing well. They knock you out with gas and needle in the arm, and it was not too bad. That's kind of what they did when they were moving my canine tooth around. Like, I was awake for it, but oh, was I loopy. Our all one bill, including water and garbage, we average. Oh my gosh, I wish crocheted. Now, keep in mind, my water bill is more expensive anyway because of what we do for a living. Dye yarn, right? But that's not too terrible, honestly. I can't complain too much. I don't know yet because I didn't have to pay my water when we were renting, but now I can. What are they making? Jessica, tell me. I feel like there's so much more of this than there was of that bump. Also, we're going to turn this up just a little bit. There we go. Some more of that going on. Because your hands hurt too much to work. Yeah. Oh, Goth, I'm sorry. Man, certain jobs will take it out of you, and you don't even think about it until you're in that position, and you're like, oh my gosh, this is killing me. When I worked at the comic shop, I was standing for anywhere between 8 to 12 hours a day with no breaks in some situations, which is totally illegal. Because I was working by myself, right? And I lost a ton of weight for sure, but it also did a number on me. It did a number on my hips and my back because you're lifting constantly, big boxes of comics and everything. Oh, it was miserable. And it meant that I was exhausted the rest of the day, the rest of the week. My weekends, I was exhausted, you know. It's no fun. You have no energy to do anything else when you're overworked like that. Don't let them do that to you, if you can help it. There we go. This stuff just spins up so beautifully. Like, I could not be happier with it. Where I live, we don't have a water bill. Oh, yeah, that's what you're saying. You're on the dentist hunt. Your wisdom teeth are sideways. Oh, my goodness. You're over the pain. Yeah. So I didn't have to have my wisdom teeth removed because when I was 7 or something, my molar came in rotten. It was rotten, so they had to remove it. And then they also realized that my 12-year-old molar on that side was also dead. So they just dug down there and took that one out at the same time. So I had extra space in my mouth for my wisdom teeth to come in. Everything had shifted a little bit. When they put my braces on, they were very surprised. They're like, oh, you have your wisdom teeth. I was like, I do. You are correct. Not just because I have a big mouth. Get it? Because I'm a big mouth. Ha 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 ha. Okay. So as promised, we're going to go back to AI because I promised you guys that we would throw some more stuff at it. Let's get more specific in what we want. So what kind of amigurumi do you guys want? Let's talk about that for a second. Also, look at how pretty this is. Oh, it's going to be great. They're going to be so beautiful together. Okay, so if I come over here, there it is. 4 days, 10 hours a day. It was a nightmare. When you got hurt on the job, they said, I never... Oh, Brittany, that is terrible. I'm so sorry. Okay, so let's see here. I'm going to stay away from the Harry Potter stuff, Marie. Let's see. We can do a unicorn first. Let's start there. Please make me a crocheted unicorn. I'm going to say mini unicorn. Mini unicorn amigurumi. I gotta learn how to spell it. It's been a while. Amigurumi. See if it understood what I said. There we go. Yarn in white, pink, and rainbow colors. Doesn't tell you how much. 2.5 millimeter crochet hook, polyester fiber fill stuffing, black embroidery thread or yarn, tapestry needle, and scissors. And then here it gives you abbreviations. This is new. The other ones haven't. Chain equals CH equals chain, stitch equals stitch, SC equals single crochet, so on and so forth. It tells you how to make the head and the body. And then it tells you to stuff head and body firmly with the polyester fiber filling. Fasten off and weave in the ends. Then it tells you how to make the legs. Wonderful. It tells you how to assemble it. Use the rainbow colors to create the unicorn's mane and tail. Cut lengths of yarn and attach them to the top of the head and back of the body, knotting the strands securely in place. Once all 4 legs are attached, your mini unicorn amigurumi is complete. I hope you enjoy making your mini unicorn amigurumi. A cat amigurumi. Okay. Please. I'm going to make this one knitted, which you don't see very often. Make a knitted kitty amigurumi pattern. Worsted weight yarn in this case, size 6 needle. All the other stuff, black embroidery and pink embroidery. Looks like they're using knit, purl, and knit 2 together. You're gonna make the head and body. Stuff head and body firmly. And then it tells you to make the legs. Ears, make 2, cast on 3 stitches, row 1, knit across, row 2, knit 1, increase. So it's got you doing this for the ears. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Food amigurumi. And then a tail assembly. Use the tapestry needle sew in the legs on the body of the kitty, placing them about 1/4 of the way in from each side. Sew the ears on top of the head. Use embroidery thread or yarn to embroider small nose and inner ears. Black thread or yarn for the kitty's eyes. Use the long tail left on the tail piece to sew it onto the back of the kitty, placing it in the center. Weave in any remaining ends, and your knitted kitty amigurumi is complete. Okay. Yeah, this is fascinating. So we'll go ahead and post some of these. Please, I can't believe I'm going to do this. Please make me a knitted codpiece pattern. I just want to see if it does it. Oh, consider that inappropriate or offensive. So it won't give me that, unfortunately. It does have limits. That's fair. Thank you for understanding. Let me know if you have any other requests that I can assist you with. A displacer beast. Ooh, please make me a crocheted displacer beast pattern. Okay, okay. Worsted weight yarn in black. Good, good, good. And white. All those things that you need. Safety eyes. They want you to make a body with the black yarn. Cool, cool, cool. Ooh, with some rounds there too. Stuff firmly. Legs, make 4. How many heads are you gonna make me make? Thank you, JK. Ears, make 2. I don't know how I feel about this. Horns with purple yarn, make 2. Assembly. So the legs onto the 2, so the ears to the top of the head. You didn't tell me to make a head. Body, legs, ears, horns. Okay, so let's real quickly. I'm already on Google. I don't know why I'm doing it this way. Let's show you all what a displacer beast looks like. Are you ready? So this is a displacer beast. It did not give me a head. And it did not give me their little back antennae. I can't think of what they're called right now. I should probably figure out what they're called. Let's see here. This says shifting step pounce. There's gotta be a description on here somewhere. Hold on one sec. I'm gonna make this big so I can read. Nope, it's not on here. So it's missing pieces for sure. Anyway, make green Power Ranger, I'm sure. The body might go into the head. We'll call them back tentacles and see what happens. Let's find out. You are incorrect. You forgot the instructions on how to make the head, how to make the back tentacles. I don't know if it's gonna like this. Also, apparently I can't spell tentacle. Hold on. I mean, are any of you really that surprised? Fix that. Oops, I still spelled it wrong. Oh well. Here's the updated pattern with instructions for the head and the back tentacles. It fixed it for me. So they're fixing it. You're making the body. Okay, okay, okay. We're past time for wheel, by the way. I want to see how this turns out, and then we'll go straight into the wheel. So it's doing the body again. There's the head. Nice. Okay, okay, okay. So it's just going through how to make a head, which is pretty basic. I want to see if it does the back tentacles. T-Rex amigurumi. Crochet display. You can, Yarn Pirate. I'm going to post this. Back tentacles. Make 2. Yes. With black yarn, make a magic ring. Chain 1, 6 single crochet in ring. Pull tight to close. It's making you make a tube. Fasten off. Leave a long tail for sewing. Okay. Ears, horns. Perfect. Okay, so yeah, it did not give me how to make it. I'll put that in with it. So it did it. It fixed it, which is great. And it's still probably not going to be perfect, but this is really impressive. You go with this and say, hey, you forgot this part, or hey, you forgot this part. But I like this. We'll try this. Okay. Guys. It's time, it's time, it's time. Yeah. It's time for the Wheel of Goodies and Goof-em-ups, as you know. I love how it just adjusts so crazy, right? It's like, oh, yeah, you're right. I forgot those. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to here. Real quick, let's get... no, it is absolutely wheel time. The legal stuff out of the way, and then we'll go straight into winners. Let's see what it says. Jessica Franklin, what? I don't think you're on my list. I think you're good to go. Let's double check. Yes, yes, yes. Congratulations, Jessica. You are our final contestant on the Wheel of Goodies and Goof-em-ups tonight. That is so exciting. Let's get that wheel up for you. Hello, wheel. Don't be a dick this time. Okay, we're going to spin it for you, Jessica. Just going to do it right out the bath because we're behind. Let's do this. You get a blinky roll. This is so exciting. This is so exciting. Okay, Wheel, thank you so much.
Congratulations, you're a winner!
Indeed, indeed, indeed. Okay, Miss Jessica. We're going to say goodnight to the wheel. Good night, Wheel. Goodbye. And then it's happening. Are you ready? Jessica, my dear. I have 2 beautiful skeins of yarn right here that you get to choose from. If I roll a natural 20 with Blinky, you will win one of these skeins. We have a skein of BKDK weight and Widow Flower. Lovely, right? Widow Flower is a hard color too. Like sometimes it gets a little too dark, sometimes it gets a little too light. This one is just right. And then we have this beautiful skein of Forest Park in Cat's Cradle, which is just glittery. It looks like a dewy forest. Those are your 2 options. Okay. No pressure, right? We can do this. Blinky, we just need a 20. That's all we need. It's all we're asking you for. That is an 11. Unfortunately,
Game over.
it's not 20. We did get a 20 right before we left for the new studio, so it does happen. But Jessica, the plus side is it does mean that you're eligible to play again on Saturday, on Wednesday. So keep that in mind. Thank you so much for being a subscriber. We honestly, we really love it and we appreciate it. In fact, we appreciate all of you who are subscribers. You guys are amazing, and we appreciate that you are here all the time, twice a week, to hang out with us and be part of this community. In the same vein, we also appreciate all of our patrons. Our patrons go a little bit further, that extra mile, and they help support us through 3 different levels over at patreon.com/bosskitty. There's Gracie's gang, there's Cult of Khan, and then there are Hazel's Heroes. Each level has its own little special things that you can do. At Hazel's Heroes, after 3 months, you get a really nice cotton tote bag, as an example. And you guys get a lot of really cool stuff. You get Fleece to Finish project content. You get early release parties to things like the Doctor Who box set that is coming up. That's huge. When we do grab bag giveaways, generally only patrons have access to them because they get them for 48 hours and they're usually sold out. So not only are you helping us out and helping make this community thrive and making the store bigger and better by joining our Patreon community, but you also get some really cool things in return. In fact, there's a video up there of me singing 50 Nifty United States. And when we hit 75 patrons, TK is going to throw some haikus up there. So just real quickly, from us to you, thank you so much, patrons. We really appreciate you. Okay, Forest Park is pretty. I love it so much. Where is the show and tell? There it is. Okay, let's make this big and beautiful.
Time to clean up.
Miriam, I love show and tell too. The hiccups. Okay, we are starting off with Skittles Kid. We found Jeffrey the Giraffe and Macy's. You were so excited. I didn't even know Toys R Us was still around. Another painting you did for Acrylic April and Floyd being Floyd. This picture is so stinking cute. First, number one, you're adorable. Your smile is absolutely contagious, infectious, if you will. Jeffrey the Giraffe is almost as adorable as you are, but not quite. Super cute though. And I love the bench. It looks like it's a cartoon bench the way it's painted. I think that's brilliant. This is stunning. I love your poppies. I did a poppy painting on oils a long time ago, and yours are much better than mine were. Someday I'll find that picture. It's terrible. These are gorgeous. And here's Floyd. Oh my, this cat kills me every time. Does Floyd ever not look at you like just in shock? It's the cutest thing I've ever seen. Oh, Floyd. What stories you must have. Knit and Craft, Boss Kitty at the Beach, and Sock Madness Round 4, 3-color mosaic knit. Okay, so she is, oh my god, that's a beautiful picture. She's using Craft Girl Summer at the beach, which I am living for. I think it's perfect. Just, what a great day. And these are gorgeous. You are so damn talented. You and your socks, I swear to goodness, Knit and Craft. Whew, Sock Madness. I'm glad to see you're still in the race. All the food. Kelly Sadler, I crocheted some letters for a project. My mom quilted a giant hot pad for potlucks, and I was lucky to be a part of it. Her friends love it. How cool is this? Palmer Place, very neat. So it's like a big old hot pad. What a great idea. And then you knitted the letters for it. That's brilliant. I love it. It's beautiful. And what a great collaboration with your mom. Elizabeth 84, almost done with the cardi, just finished the neck and then weave in the ends. And the colors, Elizabeth, they're so beautiful. I'm so glad that you jumped on this cardigan train and that it turned out so great. And you just sped right through it. Emma, my grandma who taught me how to crochet and gave me my first hook that I'm making this blanket with, passed away in December. My condolences. I inherited all of her yarn. To make it stretch as far as possible, I just added a base color. Everything that isn't cream is my grandmother's yarn. P.S. This is a surprise Christmas blanket for my mom. What a beautiful idea. So you're able to use those yarns as kind of an accent piece to remind your mother of her mother. I love it. That's such a lovely, thoughtful gift. And she'll absolutely adore it. And the cream looks great with it. Megan finished and started spider stitch dice bags. Went to play some bokeh ball and did some axe throwing for my dad's 59th birthday. These are gorgeous. I know this one is in Buttons of Bravery. I saw you posted it on Instagram. It was lovely. Is this one in Blueberry Blender? It's so pretty. Megan, they're beautiful. Awesome. I've never been axe throwing. I would hurt myself so hard, and I have no idea what bokeh ball is, but I'm intrigued. Bokeh ball? Bokeh? I don't know. I'm probably mispronouncing it. Samantha, here are some of my friends. Hello, Samantha's friends. Look at all those glowing smiles. Here's my friend Dawson. Hi, Dawson's back. Nice crown. And here's me at the Easter Bunny. Oh, it's great. What a nice day. Crochet Mom, my slouchy pullover is almost finished. Today's yard cleanup progress and kitten sleeping in my pile of honey buns. I love this stitch and the yarn is so beautiful. Look at all that yarn cleanup. Very impressive. Get it done for reals. And look at this kitty sleeping in the honey buns. Oh my gosh, those look so tasty. Too much. Too much, Crochet Mom. Matt, first woolen spin, hip strings merino silk blend. Cheddar literally relaxing as hard as possible on the kegerator. Pretty wildflowers in the field mowing the spring growth. This is stunning. I love all the little bits of color in there. I can't, are you gonna ply it with itself or are you gonna ply it with something else? I can't wait to see. It's gonna be so beautiful. Oh my goodness. Cheddar, you're too freaking cute. Just want to eat your little toe beans. Look at that face. And these are beautiful. I love little daisies. I was just looking at how to make daisy crowns actually the other day. I'm very excited to do it. It's been a hot minute. Sierra, I've been working on going outside again. Started my diet, had a fantastic day at the water day. Had lunch and took fun photos. Here's my favorite. I finally get to show you my hexagon cardigan. I'm in love with my essentially wearable blanket. It's made with landscapes and boardwalk and mainstay anti-pilling in black. It's so cozy and my new comfort item. I hope you're settling in well to your new home, my dear, and having a wonderful week. Cheers and love to you. Always brightens the end of my day. Oh my gosh, Sierra, thank you. This is a wonderful picture of you. The background is gorgeous. You look absolutely beautiful, and I love your cardigan. You got to get that picture of it up in the make-along finished projects so that we can vote on it. It's great. I love your sunglasses too. And good on you for getting out and taking care of yourself. I think that's great. Dawn is working on day 62 of the Granny Square. Are we already on day 62 of this year? Playing with colors for blankets, taking my mom for her birthday in May. Made on the Addie. Addie and Crocheting whips baby blankets for my brother's twins. Thank you for letting me share anytime. They're beautiful, and as I always say, they're just getting better and better. I can't imagine what these are going to look like at the end of the year. Very cool. I love the colors together. And these are beautiful. I love these baby blankets. I'm particularly fond of the wavy one. It's my favorite. I like all the colors in it. Jinxie, Isadora is going to be my June character. She's still a concept, but I found some photo minips that I really liked and made a card for her. Number 2 is the photo doesn't do the yarn justice. Starry Night isn't caked up. Once it is, I'll share pics. And then my Yasha sweatshirt has been a staple of my wardrobe for a few weeks now. I can't wait to see it. This is lovely. Oh, this is beautiful. I always get so excited creating new characters. There was a time in my life actually where all I wanted to do was create characters and not actually game. Look at it with soot. It's so pretty. You're right. It's absolutely beautiful. And it's going to look so good with soot. Ah, my heart is so happy right now. Yasha! This is amazing. I'm really, really, really jealous of this sweatshirt. It's so cool looking. Seriously, you guys, the details on this are so good. Earthy Gal finally finished a shawl for my mom's Mother's Day gift, and I will never reorder that yarn. It was awful. Okay. Well, I'm happy you were able to finish it, though. Your husband was a good model for me to take pictures. We went to Cassie's first run fair, and she had a blast. Your husband looks stunning in this shawl. You should make him one, too. Seriously, it looks really great on him, actually. Oh my gosh, she's so adorable. Look at her crown. I'm so glad she had a good time. Oh, that smile is everything. Machibi, playing around yesterday and flowers in the yard. You got kitty ears. I got kitty ears. We all got kitty ears. Yeah, yeah. With some big twist. I love it, love it, love it. Oh my gosh, you're actually knitting onto the kitty ears. This is so amazing. Oh my god, I love it so much. I'm sorry, I just got really excited when I figured out what you were doing. These are beautiful. Oh my gosh, I love them. I think we have some irises. Well, we do have irises in our yard. I'm getting rid of most of them. They have a lot of like mold infestations and stuff because of all the rain and stuff, and nobody was here to take care of them for the past year. And I'll keep some of them just to see what they look like, but it's a little too much for my yard. But those are beautiful. Bubbles, lazy boys while I'm working. Valley is just the cutest. New shirt alert. Lizzie sweater with yarn about at local yarn shop during a trip to Denver in February. Oh my goodness, those are so freaking cute. He looks like Con a little bit in the face. When my baby was still a little tiny baby. Look at that guy. Oh my god, he's so adorable. You're in trouble, Bubbles. This is stunning. And I'm absolutely in love with the gray you have going on in here. Because you have this really dark green that's solid mostly, and then this gray has flecks of green in it, much like Buttons and Bravery does. But it's super subtle in this pattern, and it's just beautiful. Catastrophe, Matzo Bray, added a third color to my shawl, and a shrimp and mushroom omelet. Oh my god, this looks so good. I'm so hungry right now. I have matzah, I have eggs, I have cheese. I think maybe I can do this. We're gonna find out. Oh, it's so pretty. So she's making a Stephen West shawl, and she's using a throwback yarn that we had. It's an orphan. She's got ectoplasm, and then I believe this one up here is Maximum Results from our witch set that we did, the Toil and Trouble box set, and a shrimp and mushroom omelet. That's it. I'm eating breakfast for dinner tonight. This is beautiful. Panda stitching some granny squares, and I made the cutest Doctor Strange. These are so beautiful. You were working on these before, and now you're actually putting them together. I'm very excited because I knew you didn't know what you were going to do with them. These colors are beautiful. He's adorable. I just want to pinch his little angry face. So cute. I keep telling TK he should cosplay as Doctor Strange one day. Guys are the freaking best. I adore you all so much. Seriously, I hope your weekend was stellar. I hope you did amazing, wonderful, awe-inspiring things. And even if you didn't, like, you're still pretty freaking fantastic. So whatever you did was great. We'll be back here on Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. We didn't finish spinning, but I think we're going to probably work on something else on Wednesday just to break it up. I will in the next day or two get that AI chat up for you guys with those patterns in there, and we can certainly do kind of a silly little make along where you guys can try testing some of those out and seeing how they work. There's not going to be any prizes for it or anything. Remember, if you are part of our fall and winter make along for the cardigan, we're coming up on that deadline. So it's May 1st. Hold on one second. So May 1st is next Monday, okay? So you need to have those pictures in the finished projects by Monday. We will vote throughout that week, and then the following week, which is the 8th, we will go ahead and reveal the winner of I think it's a $50 gift card, isn't it? It's a gift card. I have to look. So just keep that in mind. Get those pictures up. Even if your project isn't finished, that's okay. You're still eligible. We'll be back on Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. If you're a patron, we'll see you on Sunday at 11 a.m. Pacific time. And if you're local, I'll see you on Saturday, hopefully, at Wild Knits for Local Yarn Shop Day. If you're not local, go to your local yarn shop and support them because they need all the support they can get. And without them, you would be very sad. Trust me. I love you guys. I hope you have a great Tuesday. And as always, happy crafting. Good night.